back to our YouTube channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Do not forget to subscribe. My name is Ella, and I am the founder and CEO of Ella Communications, a full-service digital marketing company where we help non-profit organizations to build and grow using tech, media, and communications. This is another episode of the series, Humanitarians of Africa, and this is basically a series where I have been sharing the stories of wonderful humanitarians across Africa. So people doing great work with their organizations. And today I have someone amazing with me, and her name is Audrey. So Audrey and I happen to be friends. So permit us if we have to have some fun during this session, but then it's allowed. So Audrey, thank you so much for creating time for this. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so like I said before, Audrey and I are friends, so I'm not even going to be the one to say anything about Audrey. I want Audrey to tell us about herself and also her organization. And guess what? She's doing an amazing work. Creating awareness about sickle cell in Nigeria. So Audrey is based off from Nigeria, West Africa, and she does a lot of work in the sickle cell space. So Audrey, please tell us about you, what you do, and everything you think you want to share with us.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Audrey Mukoro. I'm a sickle cell warrior. I am a sickle cell advocate, the founder of the Sickle Cell Foundation. And of course, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing with my organization is because I live with a disorder. And so for me, it's a passion, all right? So besides that, I'm also a genetic counselor. I am a teacher. I'm also a mom, a single mom. And I have, been on this side of the world for over 3 decades and counting, and I'm grateful to God for that. It's not been easy, but here I am, doing what I know how to do best, and also putting smiles on the faces of people who live with the disorder. My organization was bettered in 2018, and I think we're 4 years now.
Yeah,
it's been a roller coaster, helping people to live better lives and to also do what they are expected to do and come out as a success. Because of course we all know that having to live with chronic illnesses, it's not somewhat an easy task, but not everybody also understands what we deal with. So that's why we're here. To create awareness about the disorder and talk to people so people would understand. They say usually when you have a problem, once you know about it, it's 50% solved. So when they do awareness programs, besides educating people, we also let the people living with the disorder know that this is not the end. There's certain things they could also do to better themselves, despite whatever life has thrown at them. So we've helped a lot of persons. I think we've lost count, but over 5,000 people living with sickle cell disorder were currently based in Delta State, Edo State, and Taraba State. We have our free clinics running consistently for sickle cell people who are less privileged and cannot really help themselves. So what we do is to give them free medical services to help prolong their lives, and with God on our side, of course, that strategy is really working for them. We try to make everything free for them, take the sole responsibility of paying or partnering with hospitals, to pay for their medical bills. Over 100 in Taraba State currently, and in other states, where we have our headquarters, we have close to that number to 100. And these are the people who now access the free clinic.
Mm.
And in Edo State, we're still trying to start up something there, but we've not been able to know this is something, and this is an organization that talks about sickle cell back in Edo State. And like I said, it's not been easy, tending to lots of persons who live with sickle cell disorder, paying medical bills, paying for surgeries, getting them their routine drugs. It's not been easy, but we're here. We keep pushing and we keep doing the little we can within our organization's capacity. And so, yes, in a nutshell, ASCF has been celebrated by different platforms. First of all, Donors for Africa, they have celebrated us sometime last year, and Foundation, and even Nigerian Volunteer Awards. They also celebrated us because, of course, a lot of persons see what we're doing, and like I said, it's not been easy. And I found that people keep asking, how do I do it? It is not my strength, but I just try to channel my passion towards it and ask God for support and people that are watching us, or seeing the things we do to support the way so we can, put small smiles on the faces of less privileged warriors. And yeah, that's it.
That's really an amazing story. Having to help so many people, even though you are living with the condition. So my question would be, at what point did you decide, or did you realize that, okay, I want to start Audrey Sickle Cell Foundation? Because you've been living with sickle cell, you know what people go through, like you have firsthand experience. So at what point did you decide that you wanted to do this? You wanted to help other people apart from yourself?
Well, I've known this because I grew up in a small community where I used to attend sickle cell clubs, get to know a little bit about sickle cell as of that time. And so, of course, it wasn't really, I wasn't impressed with the treatment we were getting as of the time. And again, growing up, my dad also mentioned that this is something I could do. He saw me as someone who helping, parents, of course, they have foresight. And he said, this is something I could, put in my, all my energy and, try to help people who are living with the disorder. And so he said that, before I think it was during my university days or so, but I'm not really sure. So when I came out of university, I dilly-dallied, I was worried, I was scared, I was ashamed. How do I come out and say, this is what I live with, and, supporting people? But, it struck me when I gave birth, to my daughter, and I said, why not? Why not? I should just take advantage of this situation and, make people understand where I'm coming from, because living my life, it's not been easy, but here I am. So it was really, really glaring when my daughter came in, and of course it was a struggle. Her birth and everything was a struggle. And after some time, I just, gave her, after some months of giving birth to her, I just decided and started with blogging, talking about sickle cell. And in 2018, I made a decision, okay, it's time. And that's how I got here. And 2018 was, the decision has been, this is what I must do. This is how I must do it. And here I am.
That's really great. So how exactly did you start? There are a lot of people who
interesting.
Yeah,
how I started.
Who are like you, and
I remember I started as a blogger. I started sharing my stories about sickle cell, talking to warriors, people, via social media. And you know, it's as if it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me. After some months, about 3 months or so, I said, no, I had to take it, you know, to the next level. And being a newbie as of the time, not everybody, you know, keep to the vision. People were like, oh, this one, what, does she know what she's doing? How's she going to, this is a whole lot. Because when I discuss it with certain people, this is a whole lot. So you have a lot of ideas and you want to do this, you want to do that, but you need the means to move on. You need connections, you know, just starting, you don't know anybody, you don't know what to do. But thankfully, I had 1 or 2 persons who said, do it like this, do it like this. A lot of my funds, you know, you know, personal funds was what I used to start. And even till of this moment, I still use most of my funds, but it's been better off as compared to when I started. It wasn't really easy at the beginning, but the passion I had, like I said earlier on, the passion I had was what spurred me or what pushed me on to want to keep doing this, even though there were discouraging moments and there were people who tried to say, no, you can't do this, you can't be doing this, you can't do this, you can't achieve anything with this, just put it aside. But no, that passion to help people, that passion to talk about sickle cell, to create more knowledge or create more awareness about sickle cell was always there. So it kept pushing me, no matter the thing I came across, no matter the circumstances, you know, pushing on. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster of tears, sweat, joy, and you know, and I'm here.
That's really great. So from blogging, you made up your mind that you want to go out there and do more because it seemed like it wasn't really helping. And actually, that's really great. The passion that is driving you to want to do more is actually what keeps you going. And I really love that about you. So with ASCF, what are the major programs apart from, I know you mentioned the routine medicines, the clinic days, what are the other major programs or activities that goes on with Audrey Sickle Cell Foundation?
Okay, the other major programs that goes on with us, besides awareness campaigns, we also have HMO plan for people living with sickle cell disorder, where we, you know, pay medical insurance for a certain number of warriors, and for a year, they just go to the hospital, get free medications, free treatment, no matter what the problem is. We have that HMO plan running. Of course, it was sponsored by somebody. We're grateful to that person, and we hope that people could key in. We also have awareness campaign, like I mentioned. We have our clinics, and we have our educational, our WhatsApp platform where we educate warriors, a lot of warriors who on that platform, how to get better at themselves, how to manage whatever they're dealing with. We have we have to run free genotype tests for people. We also try to see how to support warriors who are willing and have the strength to want to run businesses with sort of loans, soft loans, where they could assess the loan and reap back within a specific time. That's also in the plan. And we've done quite a lot. I think we've also done surgeries for people, for warriors also. It's just as it comes. We have awareness campaigns, especially during the World Sickle Cell Day, which is June 9th. We usually do our sickle cell walk that time. And September is also an awareness month where we also carry out outreaches, market squares, you know, churches, public schools, different things that we have to do. And of course, our social media is not left out. We use our social media to educate people and tell people what we do. and how they can come in to support or to, you know, or partner with us, whichever way they feel comfortable with. Yeah,
so
that's
the majority of the work is on supporting sickle cell warriors and also providing awareness and education about the sickle cell disorder. And that's really great because a lot of people need to be educated about that particular disorder, most especially in Africa, because
true. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so I'm going to be moving a little bit differently in a different dimension now. So I'm going to be going quite personal right now before we come back into stuff about your organization. So you are a sickle cell warrior. You deal with other sickle cell warriors. How exactly is it for you having to see some of these warriors go through so much pain, go through so much hardship? How do you cope with all of that? How is it for you?
Well, it is, to be very honest with you, it is very draining. See people live with so much pain. Some of the time when I even have my own episodes, I then, I then put myself, try to understand what this is, the same thing I'm dealing with is what these people are dealing with. And to crown it all, most of them don't have, a support system where there's funds to do whatever they need to do or to keep, to keep their health on track. Then also, they don't even have families. Families, most of them don't understand what it is to live with a chronic illness. And so this minute you are fine, the next minute you're down. And when you try to explain to people, they feel that, oh, you're just exaggerating. But like I'll say, I've seen a lot of warriors. I have made myself see. It just I feel the need to do more for that person. I feel the need to make the person than how really, like I said, it is really draining. Not everybody can, see certain people in that situation and remain the same. So for me, it's mentally draining. What I do when I go through those times, I try to, get back myself together by focusing on the goal, which is to help people. So that alone, gives me the courage, gives me this push to want to do more, no matter the things I have seen that are draining me. So I just find ways to make sure, okay, this problem is solved, or how does this problem get solved? Get more focus and see what we can do about it. Yeah, that's it.
That's really great. I can imagine what it means to see so much people in pain, so many people having to help over 5,000, and each time different people are coming to you with complaints, with issues, hospital bills, medicine issues, health issues. It's really, really, really overwhelming, and I really totally know how that feels. So when it comes to stigma, we know that there is a stigma around people living with sickle cell, not just in Nigeria, because Nigeria has the highest number of people living with sickle cell, and some people still do not know that it is a pandemic in our country. But all around the world, there's a stigma around sickle cell. The doctors do not know how to treat sickle cell warriors. The nurses do not know how to sympathize with sickle cell warriors. The parents do not know how to be patient or to manage. Yeah, people outside are like, I don't really care how you feel. The bosses do not know how to understand that this is a challenge, does not mean they are crippled or does not mean it is a death sentence. So personally for you, and also for people you have had to work with and deal with, how have you been able to manage that stigmatization and also break it and educate people about that?
Well, I'll say, truth be told, it's not, from when I started, from when I came out plainly that I live with the disorder, it's not been easy. There's been I'm going to start from the employment sector. There's been a lot of turnaround. There's been a lot of, raised eyebrows. There's been a lot of faces, once people know that you live with a disorder, they don't want to give you an opportunity to show yourself, to show what you can do. And for me, it was the first time I had that experience as a graduate. It was really, really, really painful, because here I was close to getting a job. And because I opened up to you that I had this disorder, and you had to deny me getting that job. So with that, I made up my mind there and then that no matter what I do as a person, I am going to, and it has to do with job, I'm going to do better. So when you have to employ me, you will see the relevance of what I am doing, and you'll know that, okay, this person though lives with this disorder, but this person has a lot to offer. So it's either you are going to work with me and see the results I produce, rather than just raising faces or raising eyebrows and saying I'm not going to do this. And even at that, there are still people who will say, no matter how good she is or how good he is, they still live with the disorder. They are a walking time bomb. And so I cannot employ such persons because I don't want casualties on my hands. But I keep telling the people that I mentor that whatever you come across, especially that has to do with somebody that's employing you, you don't get discouraged. Just make sure that whatever you find your hands to do, you can do them very well. So when it comes to, when push comes to shove, it will appear that this person, despite the health issues, this person knows what he or she is doing. So that alone is already a landmark for me. And I have, over time, with a few persons that have employed me, I have over time proven that to them. And they see reasons not to want to let me go. So it is, even though I come down with crisis, I come down with episodes, give her time, she'll come up, So there are still considerate people who will say, let's give this person the benefit of doubt. And when you're giving the benefit of doubt, please don't mess it up. Because when you mess it up, it's going to seem like, we said it. They don't have it physically, they don't have it upstairs. So, but when you deliver results, productive results, people are forced to reckon with you and want to work with you genuinely. So that's what I do, and that's what I tell the people that I mentor, how to live their lives. It's not easy, yes, but it's doable.
That's really great. So basically, warriors have to build competence and just totally forget about what everybody thinks. Everybody will be convinced through the competence, and that's actually great. Some people do not really think about or care about what you say is wrong with you. They just care about the fact that you can deliver. So the question is, can you deliver? If you can, let's go for it. And that's a very good approach at trying to solve the issue of stigmatization in addition to education of people. So coming back to running the organization, what has been the greatest challenge for you? I know funding is an issue for every organization, but apart from funding, what has been like some challenges that you have gone through in the course of running your nonprofit?
Like you said, funding has been a major issue for me. But with the little I've gotten, I've been able to make impact. Besides funding, we've also had issues with volunteerism and partnership, especially from the community where I am from, where we have the headquarters, a lot of persons, a lot of youths, these days don't want to volunteer genuinely once they know that there's nothing, there's no immediate gratification that you can get, especially when it comes to giving tips on it. We've over time tried to create volunteer group, but a lot of persons just still don't understand or still don't see it. And so they feel like, oh, it's a waste of time. Oh, there's nothing coming in for me as immediately. So why would I, spend my energy, my time, and my funds for this? That's a problem. Then partnerships too, and collaboration. Not everybody wants to partner with a health organization, being that you don't know what will happen you don't know what will happen to someone the next minute. Somebody may just come up with an issue, and that issue could be leading into millions of naira. So people see that as a scare. They feel that, oh, health is really, really tasking, having to pay people's medical bills, or especially people that live with chronic illnesses, because of course, chronic illnesses is a lifelong experience, is a lifelong experience, like I said. But for people that just have one-off health issues, it's usually easier. You just get it solved, get it done with. But for people who live with chronic illness, it's a thing. They are either in the hospital today for one thing, or you're paying for one thing, tomorrow you're paying bills for surgery, or you're paying bills for drugs or for tests. So it's like a circle. So not everybody will want to partner because they feel that circle doesn't end. So they just want something that they can do one-off and relax. Because we all know how Nigeria is. It's not easy. In the current situation we're in, it's not easy. So, like I said, not everybody wants to partner, but the few people that are there, it's only easier for them if they have somebody, or they know what it is, or they've had health challenges in the past. Partnership is also an issue. Volunteerism is also an issue. Then funding basically is an issue. An issue. Those are the major issues for me till date.
It's really amazing the dimension in which you say it. People don't want to partner because it's a chronic disease. So you're not coming in for a short term. It has to be a long-term investment that you're making. So because of that, they are not open to working with you, which I think it's a sad one. But there are definitely ways around it, definitely. So my next question, which would bring us towards the end of this session, would be, what is that day that you would never forget in the course of running your organization? What day stood out for you that if you are asked to, this is like it made a stamp in the course of running your organization?
I have a lot of break moments. There's this time I just started, and the first event ever I did in my community, it was scary because that was the first event. And I was, proud to the day. I was thinking that people were not going to come, were not going to, buy the idea. It was a rally, a walk, a sickle cell walk. And the day came, when the program started, I don't know, I had this should I say fulfillment? Because the numbers I saw for the first time ever, it was, encouraging. People were up to 50, even more than 50. And they came, they supported the work. A lot of persons after the work said they liked the idea. This has not been done before in this community. And like I was a pioneer of the sickle cell work here. And people responded. I saw that social media was what I was thinking social media was, some people are not seeing the post, some people are not even going to turn up. But again, a lot of the persons that came from what they saw online.
Social media.
So it wasn't even the ones I said, please, I'm having an event, join me. It was what I saw was from social media. I was overwhelmed, At the end of the event, I was grateful to God. I was, happy. And I'm like, I'm going to be doing this. And since that day, it's now a routine for my organization to do a sickle cell walk every June 19th. Its numbers have really been encouraging. This one will be now, hopefully, it's the third one post-COVID. During COVID, we had to stop. We're hoping that, of course, it will still be exciting and overwhelming as it used to be.
That's really great. I can imagine how you felt wanting to do something new and being afraid that you would be the only one to go on the walk and nobody will come out, and then boom, everyone surprised you and it was a success. I'm really glad that's a milestone for you that you would always remember. So as we come to the end of this session, is there any special program you would like to invite us for, or like to solicit for funds, ask people to support, and anything about your organization you want people to know about?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, there are lots of things, programs we run. I would like to have partners on board to help us with our HMO plan, where we pay, partner with insurance people, pay for certain warriors to access medical care. We also would like to have people on board to support us, even if it's on a monthly basis or a weekly basis, depends on their capacity, to support us to run our programs. For instance, we run free clinics in 3 different locations, 2 in Taraba State and 1 in Delta State, and we hope to expand. But of course, finance is always an issue. So if we get more people on board to partner with us, these clinics will go as far and wide. So that's also something we want them to do for people to partner with us, our clinics, our HMO plan. And also for our events, we have and do more, talk about the sickle cell, and also create more awareness about it. It's a red umbrella walk that has scheduled for 18th, because 19th, of course, is World Sickle Cell Day, but it's on a Sunday. So this time we're doing it on the 18th. So we want people to join us for that. Basically, our clinics and our HMO plans. The more HMO plans we have, the more persons that we can help with sickle cell disorder that have free access to any hospital in Nigeria. And so basically what we want people to partner with us for. Then also our campaigns.
That's really amazing. The HMO plans, they're absolutely great because it's a cost-effective method for warriors to get access to proper health care, and which is something that they need to survive. So guys, as usual, I'm going to be dropping the details that you can use to get in touch with Audrey Sickle Cell Foundation in the description. And also, I'm sure on your screen, you can see how exactly you can contact Audrey to be able to partner, volunteer, most especially support the work that she does at the foundation. Audrey is a warrior, she's a single mom, and she runs a powerful foundation down in the southeastern part of Nigeria, and she's doing amazing work. I can tell you that for free. So thank you so much, Audrey, for sharing your story with us, for putting out the word here, and also helping as many sickle cell warriors as possible, because I know how overwhelming and difficult that can be. It's really great to have you. And guys, if you like this episode, do not forget to drop a comment, subscribe, like, and share with as many people as possible so that we can support Audrey Sickle Cell Foundation. So from us, goodbye, people.
Thank you so much.